Now I would like to invite Mr. Asfar Mohammed, who's the Vice President Human Capital Management at Yes Bank. Uh, Unfortunately, Nisha couldn't join us today. So Asfar is going to talk about the various HR and diversity and gender equity initiatives, policies and practices at Yes Bank. Asfar has been associated with Yes Bank since 2007. He brings with him experience in strategy, consulting, sales and marketing, and risk. He has been closely working with different business groups at Yes Bank in planning, developing initial sales strategy across regions. He has worked also for GE India and Citibank before Yes Bank. Asfar, over to you.
Thank you, Namit. I'm glad that my session is right after the tea because with the strength that we have in the room, probably after lunch I will be just talking to my friend behind the camera right now. Anyway, very good afternoon to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to stand here in front of you and talk on the topic gender equity means business. For the next, my presentation is not here, so I will just quickly go through a few initiatives that we have taken in the bank and which are more relevant to the topic that we have been discussing today in this forum. I will be talking about Yes Bank perspective on sustainability and various initiatives undertaken by the bank for women's safety and women empowerment. The role that a bank plays is very central to the economy. They influence the economic outcome through the capital infused in the market, some of which have significant social and environmental impact. Hence, by including this wider economic, social and environmental objectives into the core business strategy, banks can achieve significant traction in mainstreaming sustainability and corporate social responsibility. Responsible banking is a key differentiator for us at Yes Bank. It is one of the 5 strategic pillars of the bank along with growth, trust, human capital and technology. Our vision in the bank is to make Yes Bank be the benchmark financial institution for sustainability. We are mindful that it is important to influence policymakers on various environmental and social issues through extensive research that culminates into policy advocacy. We engage with government, the financial sector and community. Some of the research paper that we recently launched focus on India's energy deficit, green revolution, responsible businesses which have been fed into the government machinery for policy recommendation. In partnership with national and international bodies like GIZ, UNEP, FI and TERI, we have released many other reports focused on infrastructure, healthcare, life sciences, food and agribusiness, communication and technology, environment and sustainability, education and social infrastructure, taking into account innovative sustainable finance model. We believe that it is important for the financial sector to stay ahead of the curve and check all boxes, that is meet short-term profitability expectation, which is the most expected thing for any corporate, through traditional lending and investing, and also nurture sustainable finance business vertical that will deliver triple bottom line result in the long term. In order to address this, Yes Bank has partnered with UNEPFI and GIZ and launched Sustainability Series, a series of workshops covering ESG risk in debt, equity and insurance sector. It has helped us monitor what we do and explain how we relate to social and environment impact in a systematic manner, which is essentially becoming a part of the overall disclosure and accountability processes that we were talking since morning. Our triple bottom line approach works for us as a measure of our economic, social and environment performance, which helps us derive CSR and sustainability principle and initiative within the bank. Yes Bank is the first bank in India to qualify for ISO 14001-2004 certification, world's leading environment management system, for its 12 locations, which include major branches and corporate offices. At Yes Bank, we have Yes Community Initiative, where we believe that the community is the strongest link to sustainable business, and business existence depends completely on it. Through a unique community engagement initiative called Yes Community, we aim to connect the bank with local communities within 5 kilometers of its branches on pertinent social and environmental issues. The bank effectively utilizes its branch as knowledge sharing centers or for town halls to build strong community relations. Along with NGOs, partners like UN Women, CRY, CARE, Goonj, HelpAge India, Give India, Nanni Chhau, Akansha, we conduct discussions and awareness sessions in health and wellness, child education, RBI banking, ombudsman, society welfare, environment conservation, women empowerment, and cleanliness and greening. Through an annual calendar, World National Days in social and environmental importance are celebrated that help shape meaningful conversation on real life issues, thus moving the overall relationship beyond the traditional banking transaction. We have other initiative also that we keep working on with regard to women empowerment. Our key policy measures and initiatives that we have taken at Yes Bank. I will just quickly take a couple of key policy changes that we have made in the recent past in our HR policy. Our maternity policy has increased from 90 days to 120 days. We are welcoming all the mothers who come after these leaves with a gift voucher from First Cry. And we are also ensuring that they are well settled in the job after they come back and rejoin the business. So the hiatus that has been created for 3-4 months, the gap that can be filled up with either an alternate startup work in other department, be it slightly more tuned to what they have been experiencing, so that they settle well with their newborn, they settle well in the new life that they begin after the maternity leave. We also have the initiative which I've spoken about. It's called Baby, Bringing a Beautiful Yes program, wherein we are incentivizing, we are giving mothers on their return a gift voucher which they can spend on their little one. The bank Mediclaim policy has also increased to benefits up to 1 lakh rupee to take care of all the hospital charges and other related charges. So that is also covered in the policy. So these policies, like we were discussing in the morning, these policies, initiatives are being taken currently to ensure that female, our colleagues, our women colleagues, they come back and join the main workforce even after a gap of 3-4 months, and they don't feel secluded or completely ostracized in terms of the work that they were doing before they went on the maternity leave. And females are encouraged all throughout all their working targets, their numbers, what is happening in their territory, everything is also being shared with them over the mail. Their mail system is also enhanced, it's not blocked, they can completely just go and view their mails, emails, so as to they have that sense of belonging to their team which they were working for before they proceeded on the maternity leave. There are certain measures, initiatives that we have also taken, like I'm sure most of the organization, we also celebrate International Women's Day for all our female employees, and we have various interactive sessions on that day. This year, the bank organized a talk by a few of the eminent doctors on concerning health issues. This was done across various branches, and not only there was a talk on awareness, but also we had certain clients who came forward and gave away certain freebies, certain discount to ensure that the reluctancy in terms of going and getting a health checkup done is not there. So it was being incentivized in that manner that people come forward and take advantage of these initiatives. We had various competition, especially for female employees, and also that particular day all the male members made every single person around them, a female member, female colleague, proud of the fact that they are there, part of their team. Then we have our policy on sexual harassment, which is a very robust anti-sexual harassment policy at our workplace. The policy is well disseminated and explained to all employees during the induction and training session. HR circulates regular mailers and organizes talks on occasion like World Women Day, sensitizing women about the policy and their rights. There is a strong redressal system in place to address the grievance headed by key women leaders of the bank in association with women members from prominent NGOs like Mrs. Mrilani Khera from Kherawadi and Miss Alka Pathak, a former Care India employee. With regard to women's safety in India is a pertinent issue, and Yes Bank, in association with Devi Stephen from UK, a leading self-defense trainer, organized the Women's Safety Workshop. This workshop was conducted in Delhi and Bombay, and around 500 women, not only our employees but our customers and other associates, got trained by Debbie Stephen. These workshops were targeted to serve as a valuable introduction to some practical solution to address women's fears about welfare and practical safety. The differentiator about these workshops was the fact that they not only empowered the females mentally but also taught them easy self-defense techniques. I was myself part of one of these workshops, so we keep talking about keeping pepper spray and other other gadgets to ensure women's safety. But then, at that very moment, that precise 1 or 2 second, I'm sure I've seen my mother, I've seen my wife. It is very difficult for them to take out a ringing mobile phone from the purse. So. A pepper spray at that point in time would absolutely be, it is very easy to say, but the practicality is not there. So Devi Stephen, through those workshop, also explained how those situations can be tackled at that very moment to ensure that at least a safe and sound place is reached within no time by the member, by the female herself. More on the focus area in terms of lending and financing that we do. That's the last part of my presentation. In December 2013, Yes Bank has raised $150 million from International Finance Corporation for a tenure of 7 years. The loan was used by Yes Bank to scale up its small and medium enterprises loan portfolio. An important point to note was that about 122 crores out of this loan was specifically earmarked for financing women-owned SMEs. The investment shows our commitment to support underserved and unbanked women business owners who generate significant social and economic benefits. I saw the entire presentation in the morning on women empowerment and the signing that has been done by 9 organizations which is under care at the moment. I think most of these organizations, most of the organizations who are not even part of that signatures are also doing similar activities, and they imbibe by those principles and they are working on those principles also. So I think the question more is to connect them rather than simply saying that why only 9 right now. I'm sure most of us are in that area where we are covering these. In the end, I will just quickly quote what we have been listening since morning. Dr. Chatterjee said, "Step up to the plate." That was the phrase that he used, I think, a couple of times during his presentation. That is the most important thing, step up to the plate. I was speaking to Namit in the morning. I was at IIM Bangalore about 3 weeks back, where we were interviewing fresh intakes for the MBA course. And the panel in which I was, we had interviewed close to 25 students in one full day. Out of the 25 students, we just had 2 female members. I was all heart on heart willing to ensure that at least those 2 female members get selected. But the point was that there were just 2 female members, which was extremely disappointing at that point in time. So what Dr. Chatterjee was mentioning, step up to the plate, that is exactly what we must inculcate, we must deliver, and we must encourage all our colleagues here, all of us who are sitting here, to step up to the plate. With that, I will end my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much.